Ade o, àwa mà dé o àwa kò lè dé o kò ní ilẹ̀ máa mọ̀. Àwa kò lè dé o kò ní ilẹ̀ máa mọ̀. Ade o, àwa mà dé o àwa kò lè dé o kò ní ilẹ̀ máa mọ̀. Ó ṣe bàbá. Àwa kò lè dé o kò ní ilẹ̀ máa mọ̀. Mi ò gbọ́. Àwa kò lè dé o kò ní ilẹ̀ máa mọ̀. Everybody clap your hands.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. All right. Now, can everyone say ẹ káàsán?
Ẹ káàsán.
Ẹ káàsán means good afternoon in the African language called Yoruba. Everybody say Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Yoruba is spoken in the African country called Nigeria. Nigeria is in West Africa. Remember that Africa is a very huge continent and it has so many countries in it. 54 countries in the continent of Africa. And Nigeria, my country, happens to be the largest because of population. 1 out of every 5 Africans lives in Nigeria. And we also speak so many languages in Nigeria. Approximately 500 languages are spoken there. 1,000 dialects. And English is also the official language. So I'm going to teach you all how to say greetings in the 3 major languages that are most often used in Nigeria. And the languages are, please repeat after me. Everyone say Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Igbo.
Igbo.
Hausa.
Hausa.
In Yoruba, you are going to learn to say Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ means good morning. And Igbo, you are going to learn to say, Ndewenu.
Ndewenu.
And Ndewenu means, how are you? In Hausa, you are also going to learn to say, Senu de Suwa.
Senu de Suwa.
Senu de Suwa simply means welcome. So welcome to the show. We are very happy to be in your presence today. And the jolly, merry time of this month. So we're going to really have fun, okay?
Great.
This is Mr. Don and I'm Miss Tutu. Together we are called Orishi. Can everyone say that, please?
Orishi.
Orishi means different things. So that's what we share.
Yes. That's what Miss Tutu and I have the great pleasure of sharing, different things from Africa and her country, Nigeria, like music, dance, stories, games. We always have fun the African way. This is the time of year that we visit Spartanburg County schools. And this year we're doing a virtual tour that includes your school. And I'm so glad that you can join us today. Let's have some fun. This is a wonderful time of year, a time of joy and excitement, because it's the holiday season.
It's holiday.
Holidays
time to be jolly.
It's time to be jolly. And also it's time to enjoy story, the power of story, which is fun-filled, it's very entertaining, and also we learn how to move forward in life by listening to story. So with this in mind, we'd like to share this next part of our presentation that we call Moonlight Stories. Now, usually in Africa, stories are told at night. This is still afternoon, so we need everyone to use their imaginations to help us further set the mood. Please say and do this. Moonlight story.
Moonlight story.
Because for thousands and thousands of years, the children of Africa have sat at the feet of their elders, just like you're seated here this afternoon, listening to stories in the mystical light of the moon, stories that came before modern science, explaining things like why things are as they are, and also teaching lessons like right from wrong, how to be a good friend, how to respect yourself and others, and especially how to respect our elders. We have one such story that we'd like to share this afternoon. It's our favorite story of all time. A story about two animals who were best friends. These two BFFs in English are known as dog and turtle.
All right, I'm going to tell you what they are called in Yoruba. Can everyone please say Aja?
Aja.
Ati.
Ati.
Ijapa.
Ijapa.
We are also going to learn how to say it in Spanish. So everyone please say Pero.
Pero.
Y tortuga.
Y tortuga.
Excellent.
But storytellers in Africa never, ever tell stories unless everyone's ready. To show the storyteller you're ready, everyone has to be absolutely quiet, absolutely still, and all eyes have to be on the storyteller. Now then, and only then, will the storyteller say, hello, which means, are you ready for the story? If you are, you have to say and do this.
Hello.
That means bring the story down. Let's try it. Hello.
Hello.
Once upon a time, in animal land, there was no food. The animals began to suffer, and they suffered so much that they became selfish. They began to think only of themselves, all except one animal. That animal was dog. When there was trouble, the dog thought about his mother, and he placed her in heaven. And when he went to a special spot and sang a magical song, something would happen. Please, everyone, help us sing dog song.
This is your response. Can everyone say, Alu John, John, King John? You're going to clap your hands at the same time. So let's practice it. Everybody say, Alu John, John, King John. Iya, iya, jo, kò sí ilẹ̀ o.
Àlùjọ̀njọ̀n kì í jump.
Gbogbo ẹranko pa yèyé rẹ̀ jẹ.
Àlùjọ̀njọ̀n kì í jump.
Ajá mú tirẹ̀ ó rọrùn.
Àlùjọ̀njọ̀n kì í jump. When Dog's mother heard those words, she would drop a long magical rope down from heaven. Dog would climb that rope, and when he reached heaven, his favorite food was always waiting on him. He would eat, give his mother a hug and a goodbye kiss, and then he'd climb the rope back down to animal land. Now, this went on for a long, long time until one day, Dog's best friend, Ijakpa, the turtle, got wise. The turtle said, "Now, wait 1 minute. There's no food in this forest. Oh, the animals are getting smaller and weaker, except for that dog. He's getting bigger. He's getting stronger every day. I'm gonna find out his secret." And sure enough, the next day, before the dog could leave home, Turtle hid in the bushes near his house to watch his every move. When Dog went to that magical spot, Turtle was watching. When Dog looked up to heaven and sang,
Ìyá jókòó sí ilẹ̀ o.
Àlùjọ̀njọ̀n kì í jump.
Ìyá jókòó sí ilẹ̀ o.
Àlùjọ̀njọ̀n kì í jump.
Gbogbo ẹranko pa yèyé rẹ̀ jẹ.
Àlùjọ̀njọ̀n kì í jump.
Ajá mú tirẹ̀ ó rọrùn.
Àlùjọ̀njọ̀n kì í jump. When Dog's mother heard those words, she dropped the long magical rope as before. Dog again climbed the rope, and when he reached heaven, his favorite food was waiting on him as always. Now, he ate as before. He gave his mother the hug and the goodbye kiss. And then he climbed the rope back down to animal land. But this time, as soon as the dog touched the ground, that turtle said, "I knew that dog's secret. I'm gonna trick that dog." And sure enough, the next day before the dog could leave home, Turtle slipped into his house and tied him down. He disguised himself as Dog, and he went to that magical spot, and he tried to disguise his voice, but this is how the turtle sings.
We all going to sing like the turtle. You ready? So everybody, don't forget to clap your hands along. So you say,
Now you know, every mother knows their child. Right away, Dog's mother said, "Now that doesn't sound like my boy Dog." But then she thought, maybe he has a cold. And so she dropped the long magical rope anyway. But time come and time go, and still no dog, because turtles are very, very
slow.
Meanwhile, Turtle's still at the bottom of the rope. Finally, Dog's mother said, "Dog should have been here by now. Let me look down and see what's going on." And she went over to the edge of heaven, took one look at that turtle, trying to disguise himself as Dog, and she knew that was not her child, because every mother
knows their child.
Dog's mother released the rope. Down, 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 the naughty turtle fell until he hit the ground.
Bossa.
And that's why all turtles have cracked backs until this very day.
True story.
The end.
All right. Bravo.
A good story is never over until the lesson is learned. The lesson we learn while reading, watching, or listening to a story is called the moral. What does this story teach us? Every mother knows their child. We should never be selfish or jealous of others. If you want something that doesn't belong to you, you should ask for it. Always be yourself and always love, honor, and give due respect to our elders. Clap for yourselves for learning so much. Ms. Tutu and I love drums. It's a big part of what we do and who we are. And so it is with Africa. Now, in Africa, music is a very important part of life. And there are many different types of instruments, but you know, one of the most important is this drum. It's used all over the continent. We have this one, which is my djembe drum, which you're listening to now. I'll bring it to your school one day. Also, we have back here a junjun. We have a big djembe, and we have other instruments as well. But let's get on with having some fun, because this is the season to be jolly. Speaking of jolly, how many of you all have been good? Everybody? Wonderful. Presents for everyone.
All right.
I tell you what we'll do. Let's play a rhythm that celebrates storytelling. It's called lamba. And if you guys help us out with this rhythm, we'll tell you another story. But what you have to do is to clap your hands in triplets like this. Clap, 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 clap. Everybody, come on, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Could keep up. Wonderful. Good job. Just testing. You guys have musical ability. Let's put it to good use. You don't even have to have a quote unquote instrument. Everything around you can be used to make music. I can make music with these 2 pens. I can make music with the table. I can make music with my mother's pots and pans or my wife's. But she's on the lookout for me. So, but please make music a big part of your life. And if you want to drum along when we play again, here's the rhythm we're doing. It's called hot potato. It's like this. Hot potato, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 boom. It's like saying hot potato. Whatever the surface is, you say. Hot potato, hot potato. 1, 2, stop, 2. We have another very special story that we'd like to tell you, but this story requires good listening skills. In order to be a good listener, you have to engage, first of all, your what? Ears. Yeah, listening skills. And then you have to use your eyes. You have to use your mind. You have to use your heart. And you have to use your spirit. Exactly. To listen carefully. Now, during the course of this story, we're going to ask you questions. And if you can answer them, you are, in fact, a good listener. But if not, we want you to promise us that you will work on being a better listener just by focusing, okay? This story is taken from the tradition of the people of the African country called Ghana. And for the Ghanaian storyteller, it's important that when he or she says, I'll go, which is, can I tell you a story? But the audience says, Amen. So when I say go, you say, I go, you say, Amen. And we'll get on with this story. Okay. I go. Amen. I go. Amen. Time was, and there lived a little spider whose name was Kweku, Anansi the spider. And Anansi had 6 sons who he loved very much. And the boys loved their father as well. Anansi's first son was given the name Sea Trouble when he was born because he could see trouble. before all others. Anansi's second son's name was Road Builder because he could build roads better and faster than all others. Anansi and his beautiful wife were blessed with a third child. Everyone called the third boy Water Drinker because he could drink more water than all others. Then there was boy number 4. Everyone called this kid Fish Skinner because he could skin fish better and faster than all others. And then there was boy number 5. Everyone called him Stone Thrower because he could throw stones and rocks farther and straighter than all others. Then there was boy number 6, the baby boy of the lot. Everyone called this kid Cushion because he had a soft, pillowy back. Now one day, Anansi the spider left home and he fell into trouble. And right away, his first son, whose name was Sea Trouble, said, "Look, our father's in trouble and we have to help." The boys ran to help their father, but the bush was so thick, they couldn't get through. And that's when boy number 2, whose name was
Road Builder.
Road Builder built the road. They ran down that road to save their father. But by the time they got to the end of it, they found that Anansi had fallen into a big pond of water. And that's when boy number 3, whose name was
Water Drinker,
drank all of the water in the pond. The boys ran again to save their father. But by the time they got to poor, unlucky Anansi, he had been swallowed whole by a big, gigantic fish. That's when boy number 4, whose name was
Fish Skinner,
skinned the fish back. The boys pulled their father to safety, and they were just about to dance in celebration when a bird named Falcon came down from the sky and picked Anansi up and took him way, way, way up into the sky. And that's when boy number 5, whose name was
Stone Thrower,
took a stone, he threw it, and it hit the falcon. Falcon released Anansi, and Anansi began to fall toward the ground or toward the earth. At first, the boys were happy, and then they became sad when they realized that the earth or the ground was quite hard, and unless something was done, their father Anansi would fall onto it and he might not survive. And that's when boy number 6, the little baby boy whose name was Cushion, positioned his body right above the spot that his father was about to fall on. And instead of falling onto the hard earth or the hard ground, Anansi fell safely onto Cushion's soft, pillowy back. You've never seen such happy spiders in all of your life. There were legs everywhere as they were dancing and singing on their way home. But before they reached home, they found a big ball of white light that was so beautiful and so mystical that they decided to take it home. Now they rolled this ball of light home. And when they reached home, Anansi looked at it and said, "You know, this thing is beautiful. It's so beautiful, I have to give it to the son who saved my life." So the question for all of us is, which of the 6 sons of Anansi deserves the ball of white light? Who would you give it to?
Stone Thrower.
How about Cushion?
Water Drinker.
How about Fish Skinner? How about Stone Thrower?
How
about Sea Trouble? He's the one who saw it in the beginning.
Yes.
That was the trouble. Each of the boys did something to save his father's life. And each felt that he and he alone deserved that ball of white light. So they began a conversation that quickly became a discussion.
And an argument.
And then it became an argument and then just fussing. They fussed and fussed so loudly that they woke up Jinyame. Jinyame is a name given to the creator who lives in heaven for the Akan speaking people of the African country called Ghana, the people who this story comes from. Junior May woke up from his nap, came down to earth, took the ball of white light, and he placed it into the high heavens for everyone to enjoy. It will be out tonight. What is it?
The
moon. Yeah. Good job, good listeners.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. You know, don't forget to pass on the stories.
Yeah.
So I want you to listen for comprehension and listen for memory so that you can tell someone else your story.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play a rhythm right
starting
now
from parents.
that's, well, actually, before our final story, we probably should, let's celebrate the season.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody's been good.
Yes.
Everybody knows that there's been plenty of presents on Christmas Day.
Yes.
Let's sing a couple songs with the rhythm that you can help us play on your desk
Yeah, on
or
your
wherever.
desk or your laps.
Uh-huh.
You know.
The rhythm is Hot Potato, but the songs are two songs that you know quite well. The first one is Jingle Bells. Everybody know that one? Yes. And the second one is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, one of my favorite songs of all time. So if you know these two songs and you can help us with rhythm, let's try drumming and singing at the same time as we think about the holiday season that we all are enjoying and will enjoy more as the days go forward. Here goes. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha! Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Hey Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" And all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, "Hey Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, you go down his story." Everybody, come on! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer got a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in the reindeer game. Wow, that was a lot of fun. Clap for yourselves, everyone. Awesome. Awesome. Good job. Are you ready for Christmas morn? Great. Let's see if we have enough time for another story. Miss Tutu, let's tell the story about good and bad.
Okay, yeah, please do.
Hey, kids. Now, this story is one that we always ask the kids to remember and pass on. You can pass it on as a gift to your friends or families. The only way to pass it on is to listen carefully. When I say hello, please say,
Hello.
let's try it. Hello.
Hello.
Time was, and there lived 4 boys. These boys' names were fire, water, good and bad. And one day they went hunting and they found many cattle, which they decided to share equally. But Bad wanted more for himself. So he went secretly to Water and he said, Water, you have the power to destroy fire. Do this and we can have his share. And Water believed this. And he went and threw himself on fire. And fire was no more. Then Bad went over to Good and he said, fire has been destroyed. It was Water who did it, so he doesn't deserve to share with us. Let's take the cattle up into the mountains and divide them equally. So Good and Bad drove the cattle into the mountains. Water saw them go and he tried to follow, but Water found that he couldn't run uphill, only down, and so they escaped. And then at a resting place, Bad turned to Good and said, foolish one, I am strong and you are weak. I am master and you are my servant. So all of the cattle shall belong to me. And Good said, I'm not your servant, and it is I who is strong. And Good went forth and he struggled with Bad. Now they struggled up and down the mountain without either destroying the other. So they went before the wind and they asked the wind to judge who was right. The wind listened and said, it's like this. Good is destined to struggle with Bad. Good will win, but Bad will return. And again, Good must fight. For all time to come, Good must fight Bad, because if he doesn't, he will be lost forever. And that's why, dear folks, it's important for all of us to be G-O-O-D. What does that spell?
Good.
Let that be a lesson to you there.
Yeah.
All right. We have an African proverb that Ms. Tutu would like to share in closing.
All right. So I would like you all to please do everything I do and repeat after me. Everyone say peace.
Peace.
Love.
Love.
Respect.
Respect.
For everyone.
For everyone.
The only time
you
look down on someone.
You look down on someone.
It's when you are leaning over.
It's when you're leaning over
to pick them up.
To pick them up.
All right, bravo. Thank you guys for having us. Thank you. So we're going to do a bye-bye dance. So everyone, please stand up quietly.
Okay, here goes.
Put your hands on your hips. Do everything I do, and I would like everyone to please say, "Bami, bami, jiggy, jiggy." Everybody,
bami, bami, jiggy, jiggy, bami, bami, jiggy, jiggy.
Aeroplane, oh, dabo, bami, kiyami, eleko, eko meji, loyo wa, lore, lore ko, ajawe, lore she, bami, 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 bami. Everybody, wave your hands in the air like this. Everybody say, oh, dabo,
oh, dabo,
oh, dabo,
oh, dabo,
oh, dabo means goodbye. Oh, dabo. Until we meet again, oh, dabo.
oh, dabo.
Apade layo, oh, dabo. Oh. All right.
Guys, guess what? We got a couple more minutes for you to learn a holiday song that Miss Tutu sung when she was about your age.
Yes.
It's called Holiday is Coming. Miss Tutu, how does it go?
It goes like this. Holiday is coming. Holiday is coming. No more ring of bells. No more teachers' calls. Goodbye, teachers. Goodbye, scholars. Have a jolly holiday. Have a jolly holiday. They are jolly.
Holiday.
Are you guys ready? Let's do it.
Holiday is coming. Holiday is coming.
Clap your hands. No more ring of bells. No more teachers' calls.
Goodbye, teachers. Goodbye. Christmas and Happy
Merry
New Year's,
Christmas,
everyone.
Happy New Year, and Happy Holiday.
Enjoy.
God bless you all. Thank you all
Enjoy.
so much for having us.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Oh.
Love you all.
Let me see if
Thank
I can
you.
see some of the students.
Yeah, we want to
Let's
see the students.
here.
I know they remember us.
Share screen. Let's see. Okay. Anybody want to share screen?
Oh, the bloggers?
I just open it.
How come we can see them?
I guess
Hello,
not.
teachers. Can we see the students,
I guess
please?
not. But thank you guys for having us. And you guys have a wonderful and safe holiday season.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. God bless.
Yes.